A profound and gracious morning. The other two classes we discussed simple present, present continuous. We learned what are the rules and regulations for that. Okay? Then today we are learning present perfect. Present perfect. What is present perfect? It connects present and past actions in the past and result in the present. For example, she has missed her train. She has missed her train, that is present perfect. If we take it, she missed her train, that is simple past. So that is two action it is connecting and the result in present tense. So let us go for examples. I, we, you, they, she, he, it. These are personal pronouns. First person singular, first person plural, second person plural and singular, third person plural, third person singular. So along with I, we, you, they, we have to use auxiliary verb have. Then main verbs we can take gone, written, seen. For example, I have gone, we have written, they have seen. Okay? So if I want to say like this, I have to remind you regular and irregular verbs. What is regular and irregular verbs? Regular verbs are ending with ed and irregular verbs are given separate ending. So here she has. Why we used here has instead of have? Because third person singular, along with third person singular we use has. Then verbs as usual. She has gone, he has written, it has seen. Okay? Then what are the different situations we are using for present perfect tense? Let us see. Past events. I have seen that movie. Already have seen. Finished actions. I have cooked dinner. You have finished your cooking. Then you need not bother about still more cooking. I have lived here since 2005. I have worked here for 5 years. These are all finished things. A recent past, she has gone out just now. Just now the action completed. Then what is use or what is the difference for since and for here? For is shows the period of time and since the point of time. So here overall present perfect, it connects two tenses and one action. See, it connects present and past action in the past and result in present. So these are the different situations and these are the structure we can use in present perfect tense. What is the structure we can say? She has missed her train. Subject, helping verb, main verb and the action. Okay? Here we learn present perfect. Then how we can use in unfinished time expressions. See, I have met him last week. How long have you known Mohana? Have you ever visited Kerala? From all this we can understand how plus verb and expression we used. Same like that, finished time expressions. I met him last week. See, I have met him last week. How plus met. Here I met him last week. See the difference? I have met him last week in the sense unfinished time expression that will come under present perfect. Here I met him last week in the sense that will go under simple past. The difference between these two actions. Then here see, when did you meet her? When we will use simple past. When did you meet her? How long have you known Mohana in the sense that is present perfect. When did you meet her in the sense? That is simple past. Then when did you visit Kerala? So commonly when we will not use in present perfect tense, that we'll use in simple past only. When did you visit Kerala in the sense you can say last week or before last week, some reason you can say. That will come under past. That action already completed. Then what is the structure here we can give? Has or have plus V3 form. V3 means past perfect or past participle. Then commonly in present perfect tense we cannot use finished verbs. We can use only unfinished verbs. I mean, we have to use have plus V3 form you have to use. And here contractions. What is contractions? Contractions, short forms. Other class also we discuss contractions. Regular verbs and basic structure. Subject plus have or has plus past perfect or past participle. Okay. Suppose positive and negative and questions. How we can make it? We used I, you, we, they. Personal pronouns we used. Plurals we used. Along with that, we can use auxiliary verb have. And we can use main verb made. Then same in negative, have not made. And what is the contractions we used? Haven't. Here, question. Have I made? Have you made? Have we made? Have they made? Then we won't use now. Have she made? We won't use. Why? That is third person singular. Then here, she, he, it. Third person singular. So, along with third person singular, we can use has plus verb. Here, has made. Then negative, what we can use? Has not made. What is the contraction? Hasn't. Same like the question, how can we ask? Has she made this? Has she made this? Has he made it? Has it made this? Okay? So, that much of difference we can get it in present perfect. So, totally, in short, we can use in present perfect only unfinished expression. We are not supposed to go for finished expression. If you go for finished expression, what will happen? That answer turned to be in simple past. So, go for only unfinished actions, and you are not supposed to use when. If you use when, that will come under past tense. Okay? Last class we learned present perfect, how it act in regular verbs. Now, how did it come in irregular verbs? Regular verbs and irregular verbs, I told you already. Regular verbs, ed, ending, ed. Irregular verbs, some other ending will be. For example, write, wrote, written. Written is the irregular verb. Then a regular verb, make, made, made. Both made only. Okay, like that. Now, irregular verbs, positive. I, you, we, they. Personal pronouns. What we have to use? Have. Then here, a written. V3 form, written. Whereas, a regular verb, what we used? Made we used. So, both past tense and past participle or V2 and V3 were same. Here, V2 will be different and V3 will be different. Write, wrote, written. Wrote is different, written is different. Then negative how will be? Have not written. Then what is the contraction? Haven't. Then question how will ask? Have I written? Have you written? Have they written? Like that we can ask question by using have. Have, where will we use? I, you, we, they. These are personal pronouns in plural session. plural session. Then come to third person singular. Singular. She, he, it. We can use always has. So here the different have we used. Here the different has we used. That is why it has been given subject plus have or has plus PP. Past participle. Subject as usual. Have or has based on the personal pronouns. Based on the personal pronouns. Then past participle based on the verb we are selecting. Okay. Here has not. Then what is the contraction short form? Hasn't. Then asking question. Has she written? Or has he written? Or has it written? Okay. Like that. Positive, negative questions. In present perfect we are dealing only has and have. Only has and have we are dealing. There is no had at all. There is no other verb form we are using here. Because the irregular verbs and related to present perfect, the structure is subject plus has or have plus past participle. So, in this present perfect, how we will rectify, how we will trace out, if you find has or have there, that is present perfect. If you don't have or has there, that will go for simple past. If you remove has and have from there, that will go for simple past. Then that will be quite different meaning than this. Understood? Now, short answers. Short answers. Have you visited Shimla? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Then here why we use have? Because we are dealing present perfect only. Present perfect we are supposed to ask either have or has. Other than that you are not supposed to use. If you use, the meaning will go other direction and the tense also will move out from here from this track. Then have you visited Shimla? Yes, I have. If not, no, I haven't. Then has she had dinner? Has she had dinner? Here had why we used. This is not past tense had. This is the third form of have. Have, had, having. Understood? V1, V2, V3 plus V1 plus ing form. Here while saying has she had dinner, everyone will get confusion. Why? In present perfect, why we use had? Here had we used the third form of have. Okay? Then yes, she has or no, she hasn't. Have you checked your answers? Yes, I have or no, I haven't. So I feel or I hope you may understand all this structure and the usage of present perfect in various ways. Okay? Then common errors. What are common errors? While speaking or while writing, people will commit certain errors. People will commit certain errors. Sometimes, knowingly or unknowingly, mortally or immortally, we may use some blunders also. Some blunders, like small children. But they do, I has no book. I has no book. Because they don't know. Because they don't know where all we used verbal forms. Where all the structure we have to use in proper way, they may not know. So, common errors in the sense, he have won the prize. It's a wrong sentence. Why? Along with he, third person singular, we are supposed to use has. Supposed to use has. So, common errors sometimes while speaking, particularly students communities, particularly parents communities, knowingly or unknowingly, instead of have and has, they will use either of that. Then, they have saw the film. They have saw the film. This is wrong. Why? Along with have, after have, we are supposed to use third form of the verb. See, saw, seen, seeing. So, third form only you have to use here. She has wrote an essay question. She has wrought. After has we are supposed to use V3 form. What is the V3 form of wrought? Written. So this is wrong. Then next one, we have read that yesterday. We have read that yesterday. Commonly, in written way there is no mistake. While speaking, we have to think because read, read, reading. So V2 form, V3 form, read we have to say. But writing, READ, read only. But only pronunciation you have to take carefully while pronouncing this word. I mean, read. See, for example, cut, cut, cut only will say. We won't say cut, cutted, cutted, no? Same like that. Put, put, put we will say. We won't say put, putted, putted we won't say, no? Same like that. So these are all the common errors, particularly in school and college fields. Students always commit. Yes, I put it there. I cut it there. That is wrong. It is not wrong also. It is blunder. We are not supposed to use. So here we have read that yesterday. You have to pronounce. We have read. It is not read. Then have you do your homework? Have you do your homework? Here also error only. Have you done? Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? Okay. So these are the common errors we are committing while speaking or writing. And in short, I would like to tell you in short, if you want to speak before others, we'll be thinking in our mind, we are quite okay. But the people, those who are hearing from you or listening from you, they might be more intelligent than you, then immediately they will pinpoint your errors. That's the reason wherever you are speaking, wherever you want to speak, you have to prepare your mind where all we have to use all the tense forms. If you know all these tense forms only, you can speak well. Or simply you can't speak English well and good. So this is very important. Okay. Hence, let us make a cease today's class. Please like, share and subscribe by pressing the bell icon which is given below. And you can be the part and parcel of amazing English classes. Have a fabulous day, fantastic day and a fabulous day. Thank you.